What's up, you guys? Outspeed here, and for this video, I'm going to be reacting to the newest Titans trailer that actually came out. I think they said 6 or 9 in the morning, if I'm not mistaken. So I've been following this show for quite some time. It's going to be on the DC Universe streaming site. For the most part, I've been following this show for a while. I know who's playing who and all that. Um, a few things about this show is that it's said to be darker than what we're used to seeing when it comes to the Titans, like Teen Titans and all that. So one thing to get into perspective is that this isn't like Teen Titans. It's not the same as the cartoon or anything. This is a whole different version of Titans in which it's basically like the comics, sort of, depending on which comic you read. And it's not based off the Teen Titans, it's based off just the Titans, which is a completely different team than what most people know. So without further ado, I'm not going to waste any more time because I'm really excited about this trailer myself. I guess I had some doubts about how some of them look, especially with Starfire, but hopefully this trailer changes my mind. Let's see. The following is TMA.
Hello?
Who are you? Oh.
Everything led me here. To you. You're the boy from the circus.
Oh, it's like that one Teen Titans episode where Raven goes into Robin's mind.
Please, can you help me?
Ooh.
Where's Batman? Look, Batman.
There's something evil inside of me.
You're scared. I get it. But you can control it. You don't know what I've become.
Ooh.
Sometimes when I feel the darkness, it feels good. My mom says there's no such thing as monsters.
I used to think that. I was wrong.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. All right. So, it looks good, but I guess I was expecting a little more to it, maybe. Um, I mean, it does look good, and I did like some of the things in it, but hmm, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's so dark that I can barely see what's happening for some of this stuff. Um, a few things to note, actually. Um, so the beginning half of this trailer, I do recognize it sort of. It reminds me of a scene that happened in the original Teen Titans cartoon. I know I didn't want to bring up the Titans cartoon, but there was a similar scene like that happened where Robin was seeing visions of Slade, and Starfire went into his mind to, I guess, try to find him. And it just sort of reminded me of that. So I can already tell that this show's going to imply heavily that Robin and Raven will have a very close bond between them. Also, I've noticed that this Robin is a little bit more darker than the Robin that, most of us know. I mean, in the original Titans cartoon, Robin was a bit of an angsty guy. Like, in the original Teen Titans cartoon, on Cartoon Network, Robin was a bit angsty. He was a bit of a loner sometimes, and he did have that sort of dark vibe to him when he was in his most serious mode. So it seems like that's what they're going for, but they're kind of taking it a bit to an 11 where I don't know. See, the thing about this is that this was one thing I was actually worried about when it came to Robin. I was worried that he was going to end up being too much like, Jason Todd. I was worried that they were going to make him too much like Jason Todd with the whole dark aspect. And I don't know. I think my fears kind of came to light because, the Robin that I know would usually sort of joke around a bit. He would have some funny things to say. And it's not bad that this Robin is more serious and more, I guess, edgy. It's just the fact that, we already have Jason Todd for, the dark, edgy Robin, so I just kind of feel like, I don't know, I gotta see more of this Robin before I make like snap judgments. So, but hopefully he impresses me. So Raven in this seems not to be. So from what I've understood of Raven in this story, is that she wasn't born in a place called Azarath and was raised by a bunch of powerful magic users on another planet. I think here she was just a normal girl who unfortunately was possessed by some sort of evil spirit or something, and that evil spirit being Trigon. And that's why she has these visions and this dark aura about her because she can't control her abilities. I think that's why she is the way she is. Maybe. And then we get Beast Boy, who, um, I don't. So Beast Boy's skin does turn green, as we've seen in this trailer. It doesn't stay, a normal color. And I'm guessing it goes green whenever he's about to transform into an animal. So, one of the things I hope they don't do for this show is that I hope they don't do this thing where instead of Beast Boy turning into an animal, he like copies the animal's physical attributes. Like, for example, if he wants to run fast, he copies the abilities of a cheetah and then he just runs fast. Or if he needs to climb things like a monkey, he just copies the abilities, instead of turning into the animal itself. I hope that's not what they do and they actually, like, have him turn into an animal. Because if they don't, then I don't know. That just copies, what's her name? Because if they do it like that, all they're gonna do is just they're just gonna end up copying what's her name? What's her name? Hang on. They're gonna end up copying God, what is her name? I forgot her name. Um what's her name? What's her name? Anyway, the girl who copies other animal abilities. Vixen. Yeah, that's her name, Vixen. I feel like if they don't have him turn into an animal and just copy the attributes of other animals, he's just going to end up another copy of Vixen who does the same thing. I hope that's not the case, and I hope, he actually has his own abilities. And then we also get our first look at Starfire. Now, Starfire was a very difficult thing to get used to because of the whole red hair and all that. But in this trailer, her hair actually does turn like a fiery redder. And it does kind of get on fire. Her eyes do glow and of that nature. It's just, for me, the problem wasn't really the actress that they chose, because I'm happy that they chose someone African American to play her. It's just the hair. The hair was the hardest thing to get used to. I can get used to the clothes. It's just the hair. Like, I just don't like the way the hair looks. I wish they went with something a little more, like a more natural red, instead of the strikingly red hair. Like, just something a little more natural. Like, I wish they would have went for something like that, like a little more natural hair color. The hairstyle, fine, whatever, but the hair color, I just wanted something a little more natural than that. But, you know, we do see her abilities, and she does use fire as her weapon, as opposed to, her using like green star bolts or something. I don't know if she's always used green star bolts in the comics. I think at some point it was a form of fire, but I was kind of expecting green, but alright. But she does look good, I do admit. And then we get our first look at a few other characters that are in this series. Specifically, God, what are those? What are those two called? Um, Hawkman? Oh no. So we get our first look at Hawk and Dove, but it's only for like a small instance. And those two are played. And the funny thing about Hawk and Dove is that the one person who's playing Hawk, he was originally supposed to be, or basically he was who everyone wanted for Shazam, but he ended up getting the role of Hawk instead, which is ironic because the same thing happened to the person playing Beast Boy, whose name actually escapes me. What's his name? God, Ryan Potter. Yeah, people wanted Ryan Potter to play Tim Drake in the next Titan. Yeah, people want him to play Tim Drake in the DCU, but he ended up playing Beast Boy instead for this show. It's like a lot of actors who we want to play certain characters end up not playing those characters, and I just found it kind of funny. But yeah, all in all, the trailer does look good. It seems like we're about to get a lot of interesting stuff from it, and hopefully it passes our expectations. I hope it passes my expectations. So far from what I've seen, it looks good, but I'm gonna have to see a little bit more before I can really say I'm excited for it. I'm gonna have to see more than that. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys like this reaction. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace. Oh, also be sure to look out for my Ant-Man and the Wasp review. It's coming soon. I had to redo some things with it because some of the data was corrupted, so I have to do it over again. But my review for that is coming soon. Be sure to look out for it. Anyway, thank you for watching. See ya.